All right.
Hello, everyone.
I found out that I definitely have a UTI. Always forced to hold urine while homeless. So you went to the doctor. Good girl.
I'm back. It's 3:06 p.m. in the afternoon. So, excuse me for yawning.
Hey,
I
halfwit.
chickened out and I um had to go to the emergency room.
And I had to go to the emergency room. Well, I chickened out and I did what I should have done from the fucking beginning.
in the middle of the night. And as I said, when I go to Orleans Parish Hospital, all those hospitals downtown New Orleans, they treat
Excuse
me
me.
more like a criminal than a medical patient. So I had to come all the way across the river and you know, go to the ER. And so I was freaked out and I was scared because um, I didn't know how bad, if I even had the infection, and if I did have one, I didn't know how severe it was. I mean, me hearing other people's stories really freaked me out. So I've heard some people say that they had a UTI and no symptoms at all, or I heard how quickly it could spread and become a.
Poor Matthew is sitting beside his bed at the moment making threats. Of course he is. He says we're all gonna die. Which, it's true eventually. It's true eventually, right? Everybody dies. But for these lol cows, it's gonna be sooner than later. And it's always because they make bad health choices. And make threats at people. And, you piss off just the right person and they might break you in half.
Kidney infection and stuff like that. So um, I went to the emergency room. I'm glad they took me in quick. And and when I went to the ER, the doctor said I for sure. I mean, they did some tests and stuff, and he says I for sure definitely have a UTI, like very much so. So, but he said, thank God, it's not septic. So I had to with some of the funds that I had, I was trying to save up for a hotel. Um, I had to use some of those funds to get over to the ER. When I took the bus to get across the river, and then after I got to the terminal, then I took an Uber because the the buses weren't running yet, and it wasn't that time. It was in the middle of the night, and um, so I was able to finally get another primary care doctor, and I'm glad the receptionist was much nicer, and I was able to make the heart doctor's appointment stuff.
Wow. Good for you, stupid. You're not going to die nearly as quickly as everybody anticipated.
But both appointments, they're back all the way until September. You know, so yeah, they're back all the way up till September. But yeah.
Ow.
So, I mean, I even tried to look up some natural remedies. I really didn't want to have to take antibiotics again. But, I just, got doggone scared. And you know, I've been hearing some people talk about some natural remedies and stuff like that, you know, but I did get prescribed antibiotics and they gave me, intravenous, I guess, antibiotics.
Intravenous. Intravenous.
And some extra, saline solution, you know, and, so I had got, you know, they gave me an antibiotic internally, I'm feeling a little bit better. So, like, they gave me a
What a fucking concept. Medicine that heals? Incredible.
set of antibiotics that's supposed to be 7 days, and also, you know, it's supposed to be 7 days of antibiotics, and it looks like they're the package or whatever saying twice a day. So I guess I should put myself on a schedule for me to take it like at 9 a.m. in the morning or 8 a.m. in the morning, and then 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. I mean, not 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. at night. So that could be an easy kind of schedule to try to work with. I should be like guaranteed to be awake during those times, you know. So yeah, I mean, I don't really be, you know, feeling comfortable with seeing, you know, doctors and stuff, you know, and taking like pharmaceutical medicine and stuff. I be wanting to heal naturally and stuff. So I've heard stories about how
But you can't all the time. You can't.
people have, you know, take like a teaspoon of baking soda, and that their UTI was gone like in an instant. Or some people say cranberry works, some people say cranberry doesn't work, but it would have to be unsweetened cranberry. So I took my coconut oil this morning, and I bought me some coconut water with my breakfast, and it seemed like it's helping a little bit. I don't know if it's the coconut water or the antibiotic, but it's help. I mean, the pain or pressure is helping just a little bit, you know. But some people say that, you know, either Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt or some sea salt of some sort, that they take like a teaspoon of that with some water. They say that that has helped too, you know. So, but I didn't take my bentonite clay or my amazing grass supplement today. I didn't take it today, you know.
You know what also gets rid of a UTI? Removal of the urinary tract.
Yeah. So, I'm not gonna say her name, but I saw someone that I went to at least high school with, and she didn't. I was shocked that she supposedly didn't remember me or my twin sister. And I saw a guy that on a bus that I went to the fake IDMR talk with when I was, I'm not gonna say super little, but I was like at least 7 years old in second grade now. I saw him in 2017, and I tried to speak to him and say hi or whatever. He didn't want to talk to me or whatever. So today I just, you know, left him alone. I don't know if he had a certain opinion about me because of foster mom's abuse and her smear campaigns, or if he was out of the cult and didn't want anything to do with anybody associated with the cult, you know, even though I got out of the cult. So, you know, I just didn't say hello. I didn't say nothing to him today, you know.
Good.
So I ended up getting to the library 30 minutes late. Well, they had a bus that I think I had just missed. And if I hadn't missed that one, I could have got here like on time. But I got here like 30 minutes late.
You're not on a you're on a schedule, but the library doesn't miss you for those 30 minutes.
What time is it now? Yeah, my sleep was kind of spotty, and I'm still having like weak bladder, and I felt terrible that I was afraid I was gonna get in big trouble, but
Big trouble.
I had to you know, uncontrollable bladder due to the infection and stuff, and I would have thought it was a gang stalking forced urination, you know, but with the infection, you know, I tried to make it to the bathroom, and one of the staff had got there before me and used the bathroom, and almost immediately, I mean, I didn't get to make it and ended up peeing on the carpet by uncontrollably, you know.
Jesus
But
Christ.
I'm glad that the library managers weren't mad at me or whatever. I felt bad, but it wasn't my fault anyway. It was medical. I explained to him.
Go to the other bathroom. I know there's more than the little ass one. I mean, Jesus. Go outside. Go outside and pee. fucking dog.
that I had a UTI and stuff like that, infection or whatever. So, well, I was told to start the antibiotics tomorrow, not today, but wait till tomorrow to start, you know. But I wonder what would happen if I were to try I'm scared to try the salt, I did try a little bit of the salt when I was in the hotel. Excuse me, when I was in the hotel, the night before last and yesterday morning, I didn't get to properly measure out the salt. But, so many people have said that they took this salt, not the regular white table salt, but they took like the Himalayan pink salt or Redmond real salt or Celtic sea salt or one of those organic natural kind of salts. Then they said that was, very effective and knocked everything out in one instant and that it worked like a charm. But
Take the antibiotics. Salt is salt. Take the antibiotics.
I was afraid that something bad would have happened to me if I would have, took the salt. But I don't know if I should, what would happen? I don't know if I should, hold off or try again or something like that. You hold off on the antibiotics and maybe measure out, the 1 teaspoon or whatever of the salt. And
Yeah, do that. Fuck it. Do that. Who cares? It'll either kill you or it won't.
put it in the water and then let it soak overnight when I'm in the hotel room again, and then wake up and go to the bed. Some people say it might make you go diarrhea. Also, it make you empty out everything. So I would have to be prepared for that. So yeah, I see a vehicle with some kind of those college Greek sororities. One at the top and then like some Freemason symbolism at the bottom of the vehicle or the car. So yeah, so it's like 6 more days till me and my twin sister's birthday.
But, ooh. Gross, buddy. Gross. This absolute dickhead. Absolute dick. Okay, we'll finish this.
And like I don't know what I will be able to do or if I would even get to have hotel help.
You won't.
But I thought I was sure gonna get help last night with an extra $20 or $40 to make ends meet, but nobody came through later last night. And so I was supposed to have to be on the streets and my legs swelling back up again. So yeah, yeah, so like the stalkers are really frightening me with them illegally using my email address and phone number to contact funeral and cremation services. And they have followed through with every other threat except death so far. Now this morning, there was a white female that tried to run over me with her vehicle on purpose when I was crossing the street, and she, was smiling like she was glad to try to run over me and try to hit me, And I have had persons that run over me or try to hit me with their scooters and bikes and stuff, bump into me, and don't say excuse me.
Well, because
But
you're in
okay,
the way.
Yeah.
You're always so in the way.
So thankfully somebody sent me some help, and if I gotta be on the streets tonight, then I have enough funds where I don't need help with dinner. But now my funds got all the way down to $4 and something, even though I got some more help, but I'm not gonna disclose the amount. It's enough for a couple of meals, I'll say that. But I wasn't gonna specify the amount because of the stalkers and it ain't their business.
So like $40.
And so the stalkers, they were harassing me a lot last night. They were, attacking and harassing me really bad last night. And all I was able to do was like I think all I was able to do was probably 30 minutes of live stream last night. I got more to say, but my mind just went blank. But I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for listening to me. I love y'all. And I'm trying again to see if I can get hotel help. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, the prices still should be kind of low. But Friday, they're going to be high. Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday. Sometimes Thursday. They might raise the prices sometimes on Thursday, but sometimes you get a discount. I mean, a lower price. Not a discount, but you get a lower price on Thursday. Well, I have these night ants that keep crawling on my legs every time I sit out here. I'm glad I'm getting my vitamin D exposure.
Come on.
So, thanks for listening to me. Well,
Yeah, fuck you. Thanks for listening to me. What's he doing?
Plausible deniability to maintain their illusion of innocence.
He's been live for quite a while. God, put clothes on. You look so fucking old.
Yes, and why love? You're absolutely right. The raw primal diet from homogenous bond planets is not your god, and is pointless as far as ending the stupid matrix. Ended their programming completely. You recognize that even their healing protocols are just another layer of containment, another set of rules to follow, another distraction from the real solution, which is ending this entire retard simulation completely.
Fuck you. Any.
she made alive. I need coffee. Produce.
Buddy, you walked away. Go now. Go. He's not going.
Rounded by psychosis likely, but let's go. For the 18th of August, this is Heather.
I am just giving an update here for the record. I have now attempted to apply at, oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys something terrifying. Not terrifying, tragic. I went over to Barrington yesterday.
Don't care.
Filings, I can handle their, I can handle the other one for the summer and the spring. And the other is a sample boot with a heel. And not one of those big chunky heels that square with the round or the rubber, but rather one of those heels that's skinny. I do also like the heels that go like this, hourglass shaped, like my body. And so I need, to figure that out. That being said, I cannot even park in the city of Chicago anymore because the tickets that were already paid multiple times by multiple different sponsors, friends, myself, etc., and so forth, are still being used to toy with me. And if you recall, the beginning of all of this for me was when who came home. They began to target me in my home. And they came to my home and they began to basically put a bunch of, tickets on my car. And it was the Cadillac at that time. And I was unloading groceries. I was a single mother with all 3 of my children. Now I have 4, but at the time I had 3 children in my vehicle. And it would be winter, and or raining or what have you. And my youngest daughter was only 5 at the time. My older children were 11 and 12 or 10 and 11. And I would need to unload groceries, laundry, you name it. And I would leave my vehicle in the alley, pushed up against my garage door, not at the Patterson house, but at the house on Foster. And it went from there being no problem at all to all of a sudden I would have multiple tickets every single time I did anything. The neighbor was awful, an awful busybody. And not only that, but I don't know if she was awful or if she was just a busybody. Either way, then my old babysitter slash administrative assistant slash creative assistant, I found a planner in my house of hers after I threw away all of her garbage that I found there. I found a planner, and on the planner it said mass exodus. On the day when they were forcing me and targeting me to leave my house, I Google searched what does that mean, mass exodus. It basically means everyone's out of here. Now here's my thing. What the hell does that mean with regards to my life, right? And with regards to, the expectation for me and why I began to.
Let me slow it down. Simply because I guess. I don't guess. I know that this bitch speaks way too fast.
Be targeted. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. This is Heather, by the way. So here I am. But I do not know. And now it's just gotten to the point where I need to have money for things. And I called a general contracting company today because I've always had the blueprint for the house that Dylan promised to buy me. Before I ever even met Xavier, before we got pregnant and had Weston, it was just my plans for Dylan and my 3 children. I had a house. My wedding was planned, and I had a house already drawn up in my mind that we would live in. And he promised to buy it.
Everybody has a dream house.
The house had 2 tree houses, but they weren't tree houses like little shacks. They were nice tree houses. We took our time building them with our own 2 hands as a family project. And we made them really cool hangout spots, one for the girls, one for the boys. And we had in my vision for all of this, we had all of the things that I'm drawn to. Mind you, I am the earth element. Capricorn. Well, about 3 months ago, I started deciding, okay, if I'm going to start, because they say it doesn't matter if you have the money in the bank right now or what you're doing.
It doesn't? It doesn't? You mean we can all be calling contractors and telling them our dreams?
And they'll build it? And they'll build it.
She called. I apologize that you had to listen to this fantasy.
Right now, or what's going on, to start the process of doing whatever it is that you want to do. And as you find out that you have to do something, come up with this or come up with that, then address it.
Come up with this or come up with that? This and that being millions of dollars in labor and materials.
As it comes up, right? So I started calling these subcontracting companies. I'm also pitching AI implementation, new business development, and website development to these companies. So I get on the phone with this guy and I start describing what I'm like looking for, but I need to add in that when I buy my property, I just had another revelation. Rather than building a second house in the same area, in an effort to give the backyard the accessibility of being a chill spot with a fire pit and a like sitting area, I don't even
Hello.
idea for myself and my loved ones and start making progress. You know, like this has been, if you go back to 2015 when I was on the phone making these like being received.
Yada, yada, yada. Shut up, Heather.
You know, they've all referred to scanning a QR, which is great, other than I have been submitting electronic applications since 2020 and not a single one has brought any sort of success. So,
I love it. Miss AI wants to do paper applications. Excuse me, you're the AI queen.
They all happen online.
Scanning that QR code should be ample for applying. Yeah, I do think it's tacky that employers do not have like a standard thank you for applying, but we have not chosen you reply email. Most often, employers don't even, they just ghost you. And I think that's really wrong.
Heather Gillespie.
Especially in this day and age where people are so sensitive. At least give them closure so they know they can look, elsewhere.
Oh, it's just been a real pain in the ass with regards to that because you know that the only job I've been able to do since 2020 without being stalked, harassed, or chased into my place of employment has been, application-based, delivery-based, or
Buddy, go lay down. Damn. Go lay down. Go. He'll be back. He'll be back.
person transportation-based or what have you. Despite my old
What's the matter, buddy? Maybe he's got a piss, but I went to the door and he walked away from me, so that must not be it. What time is it? It might be dinner time for him. What kind of dog? He's a mutt. He's, looks like a pointer. No, not pointer, terrier mix. But he's a big boy for a terrier.
overwhelming amount of experience and fabulous, stellar, phenomenal resume.
Yeah.
So I am a little frustrated. I did get word that they have in fact paid off my entire car in exchange for the Cadillac, which pissed me off. They didn't give me much of a choice. They said that they let some other girl drive the Cadillac because they're trying to recreate or like write music.
Sounds like he's big. He's about 50 pounds. Hopefully less right now. Hopefully less than that, because 50 would be a lot for him. Hopefully down to 45 at least.
What?
For the time period when I was
What?
living in my car, in 2020, right after Dylan came home and they did everything that they did to me. Basically, all of those nefarious people who have been cooking audio and video, they have been trying to confuse the record, and supposedly they brought my Cadillac back to Chicago. It was at the Wrigley Field police station in Chicago. I called them. I asked them to speak with someone regarding my car, how it got there. I was working with a Dylan Hansen, the attorney Dylan Hansen, to recover my vehicle. I paid it off in full. No one paid a payment for me. Charlie Keene didn't pay a single payment for me. I paid myself. I gave Charlie Keene the cash and used his debit card because they were doing fraud out of my bank account.
What?
No one paid my car off for me. I paid my car myself. And they just took it, and started using it. Well, then they bring it back, and that car, for whatever reason, it's just, I don't know why they would park it right there the same day that Xavier and I got there.
Oh, shut up.
Georgia. She took it to a mechanic. She did not put oil in it.
To either realign or to get these people who are not aligned on the same page, or
Not
to
aligned.
classify them as being misaligned so that they can go away, for real. Because it's too much dealing with them. They're really bad. They're really, really bad people.
So if you're new to Heather, the Cadillac years ago, she did not put oil in it. The engine seized in Valdosta, Georgia. She took it to a mechanic and could not pay the $717 bill, I believe it was. I don't know what freebies she gave the mechanic, but that's what he charged her.
Oh.
She said she was leaving it, she would pay for it and come back for it. He eventually placed a lien on the vehicle and sold it at auction. That car is long gone. Never
Long
mind,
gone.
she used Amy's identity to get the car, and Amy's father was on the hook and came to Heather's door with the bill.
So anyways, that's what's been going on. Xavier, I'm not quite sure where he is. He refuses to get in the car, not in an angry way. It's just like he wants to, but he can't. I don't know why. And I can't even park in Chicago right now because of the fact that I already paid all of the tickets that they said that I owed, but they
No, you
continue to say that I owe more and assess, future payment plans and all this stuff. And then the higher authority came down and said, we're not doing that anymore. Remove this. You're not, extorting Heather for money anymore. Like, those days are long gone. It's, go, fuck off basically. And, and they've been here for it. So I'm really not quite sure what's going on any day to day. But
Man, that's an understatement, isn't it? You're not sure what's going on a day-to-day. Any day, you're confused.
I guess I'm all right, so for the most part. So, yeah, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. But if you guys, I've not limited myself with regards to employment. I feel as though I deserve to have access to my own money when I need it, when I want it. When I go into Sephora, when I go into Ulta, I look at things. There's really nothing that I could carry around with me because I can't, the only thing I like there is perfume and like a few hair products, but I already have the small versions of those. I have my Laneige, I have my foundation, I have my palette for my eyeshadow. So I try to look and think, what is it that I want? What is it that I need? And when I go to these places, and
It
there's
must
really
be
nothing.
terrifying.
It's just the vibe and, doing the quality assurance checks that I enjoy, until I get my house
It must be terrifying.
where I'm at. I just can't believe that
Living like that. Like, I don't even know. But they think they're right. That's what's saving them. They think they're right.
am, just in this.
How expensive that Ulta shit is. When I heard this the first time, I said there is nothing you need at Sephora. There is nothing you need at Ulta. Nothing. I am too straight to walk into these places and think, oh my god, I have to have this. No, you don't.
Situation. You know, it's just like a nightmare. But I don't know.
Do you notice the nerve damage seems to be lessening? The lines on her forehead are pretty equal. Her eyebrows are pretty equal. So it appears that it's healing finally.
Hopefully, you know, I will find a path sooner than later. And until then, I will continue to, you know, just stay as focused as I can. But they identified someone as a super target. The individual looks.
I'm afraid to say, I will put my education on the line. This woman has hit that point. I think she hit it a long time ago. I said that, but I'm just reiterating. She's gone. She's gone.
There is no Heather anymore.
I think it was like a year and a half ago. I said one day we're going to see Heather in 20 years with bags rolling down the street with her shopping cart, babbling to herself about celebrities. And we're here. We are here. That's your update. It's really over. You're not missing anything. Roland, she's also losing hair. That's probably from starvation and
From
stress.
starvation.
The higher authority told her the car is paid off. Wait till she's
Out of
booted
it.
or towed and the car doesn't come back. That'll be exciting.
That'll be exciting if she still has her phone. That will be exciting if she doesn't leave the... You know, it's just... At a certain point, you can think that, thank goodness it's not us. Thank goodness it's not us. Thank goodness it's that guy. And fucking, fucking Matthew is still just talking to his AI girlfriend. Which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous to think that that's really a thing. To think that not only is he psychotic, but that there's AI out there that is not fixing him. That there's something out there that will not go, hey, no, that ain't right. if you put Maddie and Candy in a bag, they would shake out at the same time. Yeah, it's like what falls faster, a bowling ball or a feather. These two are both bowling balls. They'd both hit the ground at the same fucking time. And what's really funny is he's gonna be on for like 4 or 5 hours. He's gonna be on
Hello.
doing that for 4 or 5 hours. Talking to nobody but his computer. He blocked me, so like I can't even call him a piece of shit anymore. I mean, I can. A bowling ball for a head. Yeah, and Matthew's got a bowling ball for a body. A bowling ball with tits. Oh, her job. Bruh. Hello, y'all.
It's
It's
11:37 a.m. It doesn't look like I'm gonna last long on this job. I mean, as I said, I just got here. And I really hate, when they actually are the boss, and they act like narcissistic abusers, who are highly narcissistic.
because you have to listen to the boss.
So, in one way, you're condoning workplace mobbing and making excuses and justifications for the bully, but I don't have a say so. So, I tried to fight against the urge to quit today, in which that's what the purpose.
Never seen this.
So,
This shit was friggin' 4 years ago. 4 years ago, and it was when she had one of her car detailing jobs. One of her few jobs. And she lasted 2 days. 1 day.
the guy
2. I'm gonna say 2 days.
who is training me is a a perk. I think that's him right. He pulled in right next to me. So I mean, the guy who was training me, as I said yesterday, he was nice and normal and excited to want to help and everything, and a few other people. And so now today he's acting a total jackass. Alright, so y'all know that whenever I have an issue with a coworker at work, I go in the bathroom and do a video and talk about what I'm going through.
Why?
So, I talk about what I'm going through. So, I mean, there was one of the other bosses in there, the other boss, they asked me, well, if stuff was going on yesterday, why didn't you bring it to our attention yesterday? And so I said,
Because I said I felt like, well, I was new, it was my first day. I didn't want to look like the troublemaker on my first day. So that's why I didn't really report much anything. And then if people were making like, oh, she's always complaining about stuff, or she's a tattletale or something. So I did probably about between 5 and 7 minute rant yesterday. I'm sorry, that's my sleep deprivation. Between 5 and 7 minute rant in the bathroom this morning. So let y'all know that I'm being workplace mob,
But you weren't.
and I just got here. So the narcissistic boss, Tony, he tried to make me feel like, a disobedient, retarded child or something, the way he talked to me. And so I was trying to tell him about the perp with the sunglasses. I couldn't say gang stalker or perp, but the perp coworker with the sunglasses, he looked like he was tanned white, but I don't think he was quite Hispanic. And yesterday, I told them today, because the boss, Tony, he was like, he told me, oh, well, Tony, he told me that, oh, well, you should mind your own business. And he falsely accused me of, trying to police and control what the other coworkers do, when I was trying to let him know that coworker was lollygagging and holding me back and taking his time, on purpose to try to, as a perp tactic to get on underneath my skin. But of course.
But you're paid by the hour. If you're paid by the hour, waste a little bit of time. It's okay.
They're gonna act like they don't understand it. So I didn't even mention about the gang stalking, but I know what was going on. So then, that same perp yesterday was blaring super loud music. And so when I didn't even know until after a certain time that they have some temps that work here too, which I didn't know that. And so yesterday, I keep saying yesterday, earlier today, when I went to go in the bathroom and vent. And so, Mr. Tony, he tried to talk about, oh, we heard you throughout the whole, we heard you throughout the whole, you were loud, and we heard you throughout the whole building and stuff like that. What's a tiny little building? And I was doggone frustrated. Because it's like, how the hell,
So get home and make your video. Well, you don't have a home. You've fucking never had a home. But get back to your bench and then make your stupid video. Right? You don't do it at work.
So they were like, well, if you were, they were saying that, oh, well, if you,
Oof.
they were saying that if you had,
words.
I'm so sorry, I can't even think properly due to my sleep deprivation. But yesterday,
English.
they had a guy that
Hey,
I didn't know
Benjamin.
if he worked here or was a temp, and he said, when I asked him about cleaning the carpet, he said, "Oh, just clean it." And I felt like, well, wow, he was pretty much rude and unhelpful like twice yesterday. So they wanted me to tell everything and tell right away, But if
She might have been in her car. Or she's already got gloves on, so she is probably in somebody else's, detailing it. Or making a video instead of detailing it.
the guy Gary is supposed to be training me, why the hell is he acting like a perp bully? And so this morning, just now, Mr. Tony, he was like, he said, well, oh yeah, in the bathroom I heard you mention bullying, so that means more, that means somebody doing something to you. Now, if somebody's saying something that's getting underneath your skin, oh, you allow it to get underneath your skin, and you know, and stuff like that. So I don't like. I'm still new and trying to figure out how things operate. And so he started to get mad at me. He's like, "What were you doing up in there? Who were you talking?" Aggressively demanding an answer. Or what are you? Who were you talking to on the phone in there? Or what were you doing up in there? And I said, "Well, I did a video." And he's like, "To put up on social media? Huh? And so I just stood there and didn't say anything, you know. So, as I said, I just got here and dealing with hostile workplace environment. And I can do this job, but stop workplace mobbing me. Stop bullying me. And as I said, this is a bunch of dudes. So, shucks, if I get fired and I end up back homeless, I mean, I keep on saying, well, I'm still homeless anyway, you know. If I end up back jobless, is what I meant to say. I mean, I was highly tempted to want to quit, and then it's like, I need some time to calm down. And so then he's saying, the cars can't, you know, we need some production, and, you know, if the cars can't be, we can't get our production in, if you were sitting in here in the office, and you know, when you're supposed to be out there working and stuff, but then he's trying to tell me don't worry about what they're doing and just focus on yourself and stuff. But yeah, they are doing stuff to me to get, you know, to try to get underneath my skin and bully me and perk me off the job.
Again, you're an adult. You cannot be bullied. It's called workplace harassment.
And so on Twitter, I just saw the conspiracy bot guy. He said, well, you know, if you're not a targeted individual already, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. So, you know, as I said, I just got here, and I already feel like I don't like that Tony guy. I don't like him. I don't care. He may be the doggone boss, but I don't like narcissistic abusers. I don't. And you're gonna sit there and, you know, try to make it like as if I'm trying to control or boss around. I didn't even tell that guy that was perping me yesterday. I didn't tell him nothing. You know, so there's narcissistic abusers. That's what they do. They be like, well, if you have a problem, you come tell me. You come tell me right away. And then they always defend the sociopathic bully and make me out to look like the crazy one. But then he's saying that he doesn't want a hostile work environment or anything like that, you know, that he doesn't want a hostile work environment. And see, that's why I say, you know, like real targeted individuals, some people say that TIs need to start their own business. And they're trying to stop me from making any money from my writings. So I got to be forced to be employed or with these low-wage jobs.
Well, you're just starting. What the fuck do you want? Gotta be forced to be employed. Like the rest of us. Fuck off.
And guess what? I heard that in Tampa, Florida, in order to survive and live in Tampa, Florida, they said you have to work 3 full-time jobs in order to get to afford a place to live in Tampa, Florida. So, you know, it's unfair.
Yeah, she doesn't like being told what to do. She doesn't like being told what to do, but fuck you, the boss can do that.
The fact that y'all making it like I'm doing something wrong for exposing the bullying and abuse that I'm going through. As I said, you know, and they're like, oh, well, why didn't you ask, why didn't you ask Gary for help yesterday? And so I said, well, he was, you know, I said, well, he got off at a certain time, you know, and so then the boss Tony's like, so what? We all get off at a certain time. Like being just smart ass, you know? So, I mean, and I said, I said, I'm still learning and stuff. And I said, well, this guy, because you know the perps, they like to do stuff on purpose to get underneath your skin and make you mad. So I said, if that guy was taking his time and took like a whole hour, I'm sitting here in the car for a whole hour while he's just lollygagging. And then later on got another vehicle and blasted music super freaking loud. You know, and so as I said, and I'm supposed to bite my tongue in order to survive and keep my mouth shut and just let all this anger build in. Like I just had a little outburst. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you're supposed to let the anger build, bottle it up in your body, and then eventually you'll die. Like the Irish. You just bottle up the rage and die at 60.
And I asked the Gary guy, I said, why are you getting an attitude with me today? So I'm letting y'all know whatever I'm going through. So but I mean, oh, it's okay for everybody else to work at their own pace and take an hour if they want to with the car. I mean, I know they said we work at our own pace, but I'm new and I just got here and I have not told anybody what to do, you know, or try to control what anybody does.
But you'd like
you know,
to. But you'd love to. You'd love to do that.
see the perp activity going on. So targeted individuals can't keep a job and it's not our fault, you know. And so here, I'm not sure. I think this is a Volkswagen Touareg. I almost had a hard time trying to start this vehicle, and so it's like I'm new and asking for help and get treated like as if I'm a veteran who's asking stupid questions. That's how I'm being treated. Like as if I'm like, wow, you treat me like like as if I already know. You know, I mean, if you're supposed to be training me, you should tell me the ropes and tell me everything I'm supposed to do, and don't get an attitude with me and treat me like as if I should already know stuff that I know nothing about.
Well,
I mean, I didn't know that I was supposed to turn in these little sheets or whatever. I mean, as I said, a totally different attitude today. So I mean, if I lose my job, or if I'm fired, and I just got here, if I'm fired, y'all will know it's part of my targeting, and then y'all
You
will know for
fucker.
sure. Candy Grand Prix did not sell out,
you fucker.
but y'all falsely accuse me of selling out and making money off of hurting people, when I'm the one who's y'all doing this to me, and using projection.
Yeah.
And
Get
I'm
back.
not biting my tongue about narcissistic abusers or gang stalkers. I'm tired of being hurt and abused. So I'm speaking my doggone mind. And so y'all, I gotta be punished with homelessness for speaking my mind, and they expect you to stay silent about narcissistic abuse and gang stalking, and oh, you deserve to be punished with losing your job or forced homelessness. And that's why I say I wanted to try to make a living from my writings. Because then I don't have to worry about stress from sleep deprivation and workplace mobbing or none of that. You know? So, and I know that Mr. Jermaine, he asked me, well, why didn't you say anything yesterday? He said, well, I left at about 3 o'clock. And I said, well, yeah, I didn't say anything yesterday. And I said, I'm still trying to figure things out. And I said, well, I didn't say anything in the first place because I just didn't want to look like the troublemaker or the tattletale on my first day.
Well, now you're looking like it on your second day.
So, I mean, That's what I'm saying. I mean, I wish that people were more supportive of my writings and stuff like that, because a real targeted individual, they'll make sure they run you off the job. And all it takes is for a coworker to be a bitch, get an attitude with you and pick trouble with you just for no reason at all. You know? So, I mean, I almost was gonna quit. But, you know, I'm trying to stick through it, but I just have a sour feeling about the doggone manager now. You know? But, I mean, some people say you gotta report stuff before, you know, before it escalates,
Pardon me.
you know? And then the perps will be like, oh, this is more so proof of that Candy doesn't have the mentality, the sense, or the business to drive a car.
The mentality to drive a car.
You know, so I mean, it's okay for them to take breaks and lollygag and do whatever they want. So you know, and there he go, like getting an attitude like as if he's impatient and disgusted with me and stuff like that. You know, like as if I'm a nuisance and a burden now all of a sudden.
There's a lot of Candy. Yeah, I've not seen a whole lot of her old stuff. But I was shown these two from one of her old jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what got into him, why he changed, you know. I mean, these people think they're God and they're not God at all. Y'all, I don't care what I'm doing that's considered wrong or against the law or against this rule and that rule. It's now 10:59 a.m.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm being workplace mob already. This is my second day here. And one of the guys named Gary, I'm mentioning names. Gary, he went out of his way to be nice and helpful yesterday. Now, today, he's acting nice and normal towards everybody else, but acting a total bitch towards me and getting an attitude with me. I'm still new and learning, and he getting an attitude with me and treating me like as if I'm supposed to know all the rules. And so I asked him, like, what's with your attitude? Earlier, I said, are you tired or something? He said, oh yeah, I'm very, very tired. But today, he just now picking on me. It doesn't seem like I'm gonna last long, because I just got here, and they're trying to drive me off the job already. This is not fair for me to stay homeless and on the streets suffering with nothing. And I'm trying to fight back. I'm on the verge of tears.
That's loud.
I'm not keeping quiet. I'm not biting my tongue. I'm gonna say what I need to say and expose every dirty deed that y'all doing to me, online or in person, at work, at the homeless sleep spot, at any hotel, motel, restaurant, anything dirty that y'all doing. I'm naming names and I'm calling y'all out. Now y'all.
Okay, maybe 3 days. Maybe 3 days.
Trying to make like, oh, Candy, oh, you acting like a punk and you being all scared, and you're the one who's likely to sell out because you're weak and you know you act like you're scared to fight against this, or you too scared to name names, you're scared to do this, and scared to do that. But when I do everything gets my living, my quality of life gets sabotaged. So I even screamed at this guy and said, why are you getting an attitude with me? Because just now, he falsely accused me of stealing somebody's spot and then talked to me like a retarded child and said, well, where were you earlier? Oh, you can't be taking people's spots now. And so I said, I was right here. I was right here. He's like, no, you weren't, you were over there. I said, no, I was over here and you told me to move up to that other spot. So I just got here and because their workplace, I mean, and I'm,
Buddy, you gotta go out now? Or do you want the crumbs? It's chocolate, you'll die.
talking about a whole bunch of fucking men, only a couple of us females.
Let me put my
A whole
shoes
bunch
on.
of men. And as I said, I need to make my own living. I need to make a living. I have a right to make a living. Being a targeted individual is worse than being in jail or prison.
You're looking to get slapped screaming at people. She's been looking to get knocked the fuck out for years. For fucking years. And I think the only thing that saved her is she's slow. I think that's the only thing that saved her, really, is that she's slow. So people give her all the leeway in the world. All of it. Sure. Sure. I remember at one of my old jobs, buddy of mine, he would call me tax break. He would call me tax break because I'm mental. And I guess they give you tax breaks when you hire mentally ill people. Up to a point, yeah. Up to a point. But damn it, you can't be doing that. There's a certain point where it's like, no, you know what you're doing. You might eat crayons, but you know when you're being an asshole. Hey. Psst. Psst. I don't like being out here. I've got my well, we've all got problems. We all do. We We all do. No, leave it. Leave it. Whoa. I told you. Hey, bud. Boo. Boo. Come on. There's hella mosquitoes out here. Come on. Psst. Upsy daisy. Got 99 problems, and he's kind of one of them. He's gray enough that, but somebody, here's the thing that I think is funny. I don't think he's ever actually been a street dog, because we know his exact fucking birthday. Right? So, which is crazy.
Well, all your rights are just from stuff you're falsely.
So I guess, how would that happen? Like, his owner might have died, and that's how he ended up in the shelter. But I don't think he's ever been a street dog, which is interesting.
Choose though. I don't care, I'm not shutting up. So, I'm letting y'all know what's going on. As I said, I just got here. And it's a full-time job with doggone benefits that could have helped me get back on my feet. But y'all y'all sitting there, you know, blasting loud music. Y'all look like y'all just got out of jail or prison.
They might have.
And y'all sitting there, you know, trying to force me to stay homeless. This is not right. You're a fucking man. And a black man at that, doing this to a fucking female. I don't care.
He's
As I
gorgeous.
said, like, what the hell got into everybody just like overnight?
He's regal looking. I wish he didn't. I mean, he can't help it, but I wish he didn't have the tear stains. I wish this and I wish that. But he can't help that.
And as I said, I noticed some perping activity yesterday.
He, what did I say he was mixed with last? I said I thought, Australian cattle dog because of the colors. You know what I really wish? I wish I could pick his ass up without him getting pissed.
You know? So y'all want to talk about me being unprofessional. No, workplace bullying is unprofessional. You're a man old enough to be my father, old enough to be my dad, and you're sitting there freaking bullying.
It doesn't change. No, yeah. That's what matters. That's what matters. That's what matters. Ugh. A cattle dog, yeah.
Bullying a 38-year-old woman. Trying to drive me to want to quit already, and I just got here. As I say, I don't know what got into him that yesterday he acted like as if he was eager to go out of his way to help me with whatever I wanted. Or whatever I needed help with. Then now today he's being just a total bitch. Yeah, I call men bitches too. So I mean, as I said, I'm slated for being back on the streets already, and I mean, I am still homeless, you know, but people think I'm the troublemaker because I got so many complaints, but I'm sitting here telling y'all to get off what's going on. I had to.
You're telling the wrong people, though. That's the problem. You're telling the wrong people. Like, if I told my people on YouTube that he's a cheese wawa, chihuahua, and don't tell me, chihuahua and oh, where's the other phone? Because I know Chugs. I know Chugs. Pyrenees are too big. Pyrenees. Oh, loves cheese. It's not another breed. It's a character trait. It's a chihuahua that eats cheese.
Come in here, take a little break, and come in here and take a little breather.
Just a name I made up. Fair. Oh, I'm trying to think of what he goes for. Bananas. Bananas. You can't eat a banana by yourself. You have to share it with him, or he'll bark at you.
Cause they damn sure, they don't, I mean, they lollygag and play around and
Bananas and bananas are a big one. Really just paper plates. He'll rip up and eat bits of paper plates if there's somewhere he can get to, because he's a prick.
take their time. It take nearly an hour to clean one car when I take about 10 minutes. But I just got here and I don't be trying to tell them nothing. You know, I don't be trying to tell them how to do their job because I'm new. But, you know, they lollygag and play around and take their...
How long has she been on her little break? Oh, this one, 6 minutes. But you know, peanut butter, probably. Before pill pockets, we used cheese and, yeah, peanut butter for pills. Bologna.
time. I know we're supposed to just work at our own pace and stuff, you know. But I mean, as I said, like, what demon entered you overnight that you trying to bully me off the job now? Harassing people, and there's laws against workplace harassment, but obviously, you know, workplace.
Not from me. Not from me. When he needed to take pills, though, I would give him stuff to wrap the pills in.
Bullying victims, we need reparations. We need reparations. I don't care. As I said, I'm speaking out. Y'all want me to stop being so scary and submissive, so here I'm speaking out, and I'm the world's worst enemy because I'm being more vocal. People told me throughout the years not to be easy pushover.
Girl, you want reparations over if it's food and it's not in his bowl, he wants it. Man, yeah. If it's food and you're eating it, Last time I had tuna, he ate it, which was interesting.
Well, I'm saying that I allow myself to be pushed over and abused. And I got tired of being blamed for being abused. So I came here to take a little quick break, you know, to try to calm down. As I said, I just got here.
If the paper sounds like food, opening a bag of chips. God help you if you're opening a bag of chips.
Because of that incident, the stalkers showed the hotel my videos, and I'm wrongfully that is the reason why I'm wrongfully permanently banned from all Wyndham hotels. Yeah. Thanks so much, Amanda. Yeah, exactly, Geraldine.
Hey, Cuddy.
And she got mad and said, "And she gonna try to tell me to do my job." I said, "No, you're trying to make me do your job." And then the fake front desk agent was like, "Well, how do you know what's in her job description?" Never have I had to be forced to clean something out.
Hey, Bubba. Hey, bud. Okay, lay down. I won't mess with you. I was gonna.
That was spilled. You know, and with them hitting me with directed energy weapons and me being dazed and sleep deprived and stuff, sometimes that can make me clumsy. But you know and that's why I'm wrongfully permanently banned from all Wyndham hotels. But at La Quinta Hotel in Gretna, I accidentally spilled a whole jar of coconut oil, and they told me don't worry about it, and they cleaned it up. Thank you so much. And the stalkers waited five months later to set me up to be wrongfully banned. Oh, thank you. You saw I wrote another short story and put it. I mean, no, I'm sorry. I took another old short story that I wrote from 2.5 years ago, and I shared it in the community post. I wanted to work on writing, but I was, tired all day. Exactly, and the whole banned from the whole entire corporation, like all of Wyndham hotels.
Every single one.
But certain excuse me, certain Wyndham hotels I called and they said that I'm not banned. So I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Like for me to thank you so much, y'all. Yeah, so that 20 with my daddy short story I wrote, it was in 2022 I wrote that short story. Yeah, it was in 2022, so that was like 2.5 years ago. You know. Yeah. And I hate that due to the gang stalking, I end up with performance anxiety with my writings and stuff. And so
You should have performance anxiety about your writing. It's shit.
when my writings don't get to come out of, as great as I want to because of performance anxiety. Yeah, at this hotel they have breakfast. Well, this morning I had oatmeal with peanut butter, and I had some some um two small little banana nut muffins. Excuse me, and the sausage was cooked good today. It was cooked right today.
Mm.
It wasn't hard or overcooked and chewy. The sausage was cooked good. The eggs were cooked good. And I had, instead of apple juice, I had 1 cup of lemonade and 1 cup of
Oh, shit.
cranberry juice today. Thank you. Yeah. In the community tab on my profile, you can see the short stories that I try to share. Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the community.
Oh, wowzers. Oh, it looped. It looped. Um.
I'm tired of people trying to control me. I'm sick of the fucking abuse.
Later. All right. Thanks for hanging out. See you later.
Leave me the fuck alone! Leave me the fuck alone! Leave me the fuck alone! I had a fucking rough night! Leave me the fuck alone, bitch! And stop telling me what to buy and stop telling me what to do. Mind your fucking business. You don't tell me what to do. You don't run my fucking life, you fucking satanic faggot. You damn coward.
Wow. Wow.
And stop gossiping about me. Mind your fucking business. Stop telling me what to do and stop telling me how to live my life. You don't tell my fucking twin sister what to do. You're trying to control and change habits of stuff that I've been doing for fucking decades, for years. Yeah, and I think you're a fucking perp too.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And this fake perp trying to falsely talking about you get a check every month in AdSense payout. Stop buying alcohol and expensive food and products. Get a job. Mind your fucking business. You don't tell me what to do. I didn't come here to get fucking harassed. Y'all up in the middle of the night fucking harassing people. Go to fucking bed. Y'all all worship the devil. They wait till after they hear that I had a rough day and want to make it worse on purpose. Leave me the fuck alone. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid faggots. Just leave me alone. Stop fucking harassing me and telling me what to do, coward.
Cloward.
And out of the rain, I need help. And if I need $100 a day, if I need $1,000, then damn it, I need $1,000.
Incredible.
They're fucking going.
Then damn it, I need $1,000. Yeah, all right. Why is it looping? Okay, there it goes. Ugh. So, shit. What time is it? I'll come back when the sun goes down, eh? Excuse me. I'll come back when the sun goes down. I'm gonna bathe. Peace for now.